Where have they gone? I wish I knew. I mean, every time we've had a little bit of a downturn this year, it's because we haven't been able to finish tonight. I mean, I'm looking at the game, and it's you know, you're not happy that you got the loss, but you know, I'm looking, you know, at our team, and A, really good effort. B, you know, we had that predator mentality again. That forecheck was going, that aggressiveness on the puck. A lot of guys competed really hard, you know, in a lot of areas. You know, the face-off circle, I thought we were really strong tonight, and it showed in the stats. You know, we finished checks, we went to the net, tried to go net hard. We got it. You know, we had some chances, couldn't find them. I mean, there's some loose pucks every period that we couldn't get you know, a handle on. And, you know, they obviously the first goal was a delayed penalty, and the guys on the ice just weren't aware that there was going to be a penalty called, and you know, the guy came off the bench. They found you know, the guy coming off the bench, and the guys just weren't aware. But we had good coverage, other than our awareness that the guy came off the bench, and you know, obviously the breakaway by Hossa was a tough one to swallow, and then obviously the empty net. But you know, I can look at this game and give you, you know, 100 positives versus the Columbus game the other night, and you know, I'm sitting here, as I said to the guys, I mean, tonight was an important game. The funny thing is that the next game is even going to be more important, and then the game after that is going to be more important. So we've got to find a way to win some hockey games. We've got to give some support to Pekka. I mean, he can't shut out everybody every night. That's not going to happen. So we've got to find ways to go to the goalie. I mean, it's hard to score goals. It's playoff type of game where there's no space. You're going to have to, you know, almost like the goal that was kicked off. You got to, you know, we took the puck to the net. Actually, you know, Legge took the puck to the net, got cross-checked into the goalie. There was a loose puck. They stuck it in. So, you know, those are the type of goals you're going to have to score by going those hard areas. So you're going to have to get traffic. You're going to have to get the rebounds. You're going to have to win those 50-50 pucks that are just lying there. And you got to be real comfortable playing in a real tight game. And I thought we were tonight. We were comfortable. That was 1-0. Even, you know, during the game there, we were comfortable. It didn't bother us. It was 1-0. I mean, in a positive way. There's times when it's 1-0 and you sort of lose focus or you panic. There was no panic in our game. There's a lot of urgency and a lot of determination. But this is one of those games where you, the result is not what you want, but the indicators of what you need to, how you need to play, or with the focus, and that was definitely there.
Does that almost make it more frustrating?
Yeah, well, that's why when I went in the room to the guys, is that, you know, we don't accept losing, but at the same time you're going to have to let this go. If you let it suck all the energy out of you, it's not going to be good. You just, you know, you've got to, when you're playing the game, you've got to play full out, and when you're not playing the game, you know, you can be mad for. But we got to show up tomorrow, and then we got to focus on the Dallas Stars. Plain and simple. I mean, I think they beat the Wings tonight, so we're tied with them. We're tied with the Blackhawks. You know, this is a battle. It's a sprint. There's 21 games left. We just got to focus in on one game at a time. Whoever wants it more, whoever can show the resolve and resiliency that the longest is going to make it.
Not having Marcel, getting the news on that. How do you think the guys responded to? Well,
they're responding, you know, well. I mean, no one wants to hear that Gotcher's going to be gone for the whole year. I mean, Gotcher's a pretty good, solid player for us. So was Cal. So was Lombardi, and we've adjusted. We're missing Frankie Bouillon. You know, the good thing is John Blum looks like he's a one hell of a player. I mean, that's the positives, that we show resiliency. The one thing that I think I can say from my tenure here is that this team shows a lot of resolve when they get their backs against the wall, and I know there's a lot of character in that room, and they're going to come up with their best effort. night in and night out from now to the end of the season. And, you know, now we're going to have to be detailed, and we're going to have to do all the things that we need to win.
Decision to put Lum over Stelzer just.
Well, the way he played. I mean, the way he played. I mean, he, you know, tonight he was, you know, he might have been, as I say, he's definitely in our top 3. Might have been in our top 2. He was. I thought he was outstanding tonight for a young guy in his second game. Lots of poise, made smart plays, good decisions. I mean, that's you know, he spent his time in the American Hockey League, and he's showing that he's making a case for being here.
So I guess we'll see quite a bit more of him moving forward now.
If he keeps playing like that, absolutely. There's no way that I wouldn't play him if he continues to play like that.
Klein's obviously okay.
Yeah, just a bit crunched up on that on the end boards, but he should be fine.
Fisher mostly matched up against Taves.
Yeah, well, they were trying that matchup as well a little bit, and you know, I got away from it a little bit, but I was okay with that because I you know, that's what Fish does. He goes against the top guys. We had it was, you know, they had their top guys against our top guys, and you know, you can check them for a while. I tried to get Smitty out there a few times. There was a lot of half shifts on both clubs, so it was a little tougher to get matchups, and you know, everybody's going to have to play. I mean, that's what it's going to take.
Well, I was going to ask.
Mostly as good as anybody at making that play he made for the goal there.
Well, he gets you know, he's got a really great release because his hands are so close, and there's, I don't want to say there's deception, but there's no tell when he's going to shoot. That's why I think he's really effective. You know, there's some guys that, you know, they move the stick a little bit before they shoot. Hosa's just, I mean, there's no tell.
Well, I was going to ask about Fisher versus Taves in the face-off circle. He beat him almost 60-40, and Taves is one of the best face-off.
Yeah, well, you know, we made an emphasis that the draws, you know, let's start with the puck. It's a very skilled team, and that was one of the reasons I wanted a little bit of that matchup is that you can take the puck out of their hands a little bit. You force, you know, the Canes, the Sharps, those guys to play a little defense as well. You know, sometimes when you try to check them all night, you can frustrate them, but at the same time, you can keep them at bay a little bit by making them play a little defense as well. So.
That's good.